Best Actor in Supporting Role are Christian Bale, The Big Short, Tom Hardy, The Revenant, Mark Ruffalo, Spotlight, Mark Rylance, Bridge of Spies, Sylvester Stallone, Creed. Now, I think this is a really good list. But I'm actually a little disappointed that Paul Dano didn't get in for Love and Mercy. I really loved his performance as Brian Wilson. I thought he was outstanding and probably one of my favorite performances of 2015. So yeah, I'm very disappointed, and I think Paul Dano is like one of those underrated actors. He didn't get nominated for There Will Be Blood, so which was also really disappointing for me anyway. Yeah, I think I can't say that it's really surprising that he didn't get nominated, because he didn't also get nominated for SAG. He did get nominated for Globe and Critics' Choice Award, but he wasn't nominated for SAG, so that kind of worried me. But yeah, I would have loved to see him on this list. And who I also miss is Jason Mitchell from Straight Outta Compton. I thought he was outstanding as Eazy-E, and I think he should have been recognized for his performance, and he should have been on this list. And if I would take out anyone in favor of Jason Mitchell or Paul Dano, it will probably be Christian Bale for The Big Short. I haven't seen Bridge of Spies, so I can't say anything about Mark Rylance's performance. Probably be Christian Bale, even though I'm a Christian Bale fan, but he was, I thought he was great in The Big Short, but you know, compared to Paul Dano's performance in Love and Mercy or Jason Mitchell in Straight Outta Compton, I would have preferred, you know, either one of them on this list. Mark Ruffalo for Spotlight, that's something that kind of surprised me, even though he also got nominated for a BAFTA, and I don't know if he got nominated for SAG, I'm not sure, I don't think so. But yeah, a lot of people saying that Michael Keaton was going to be the one who would be nominated for Spotlight, but Mark Ruffalo had that one scene where he was like, it could have happened to any of us, you know, like this flashing scene, and that's usually the ones that get nominated. And by the way, that's not a spoiler because it's also in the trailer, so that's not a spoiler. And Sylvester Stallone for Creed, of course. I mean, that's I'm really happy for him that he did get nominated, because I was worried because he didn't get nominated at SAG. So yeah, I think he has a really good chance of actually winning. And what also surprised me is Tom Hardy for The Revenant. He hasn't been nominated for any of the other awards, so I'm glad he's getting the recognition. I thought he was probably like the best thing about The Revenant. I mean, one of the best things about it. I didn't love The Revenant as much as I wanted to. I liked it, but I wasn't, you know, didn't hit me as much as I wanted. But Tom Hardy, he killed it as the villain. He was like outstanding. He was like creepy, and I couldn't stand him. I mean, that just shows what a great actor Tom Hardy is. And Best Actress in a Supporting Role, we have Jennifer Jason Leigh, The Hateful Eight, Rooney Mara, Carol, Rachel McAdams, Spotlight, Alicia Vikander, The Danish Girl, Kate Winslet for Steve Jobs. Wow, this is there's something that really annoys me about this. The fact that Rooney Mara and Alicia Vikander are nominated for Best Supporting Actress. Please, Rooney Mara is was not a supporting character in Carol. Same goes for Alicia Vikander. She was not a supporting character in The Danish Girl. She was obviously lead. Same goes for Rooney Mara. I know the studios, you know, they submit them as supporting because they think they have a better chance of winning. They think they have a better chance of winning in the supporting category than in lead, and that's probably true. But you know, it doesn't make sense. It's so stupid. But the Academy, they could have said like, you know, you're not a supporting character, so we're gonna put you in lead. I mean, the Golden Globes put them in lead. So this is category fraud, and I know it happens a lot. So shouldn't even be, you know, surprising or anything, because you know it happened before. But I think it's stupid. So yeah, the other nominees, Jennifer Jason Leigh, The Hateful Eight. Yeah, I thought she was actually really great in The Hateful Eight. I didn't like the movie at all. It was really hard for me to sit through actually. But I thought she was like one of the best things about it. But I'm not so sure if it's, you know, like Oscar-worthy performance. You know, Rachel McAdams' Spotlight. She was good, but I don't know. I don't think that she's gonna win this. And I think if we have to bet on anybody right now, will probably be Kate Winslet. I thought she was excellent in Steve Jobs, but I always like to see, you know, some upcoming actresses winning in this type of categories, like Lupita Nyong'o did with 12 Years a Slave. And Kate Winslet, she already has an Oscar, and she's like more of a veteran actually than the other ones. But just based on performance and what I've seen, I would probably want Kate Winslet to win for Steve Jobs. So the next category, animated feature film. The nominees are Anomalisa, Boy and the World, Inside Out, Shaun the Sheep, When Marnie Was There. I'm a little surprised because I thought that we would have the same lists, or at least a similar list to the Golden Globes nominees. I thought Peanuts was gonna get in and The Good Dinosaur, but they went with Boy in the World and When Marnie Was There. I haven't seen either of those movies, so it's very interesting to see them getting nominated. Shaun the Sheep was obviously gonna be on this list, Inside Out, Anomalisa, of course. But I think it's safe to say that Pixar has this one in the back. You know, it's gonna be Inside Out. Come on. So for Best Actor in the Leading Role, the nominees are Bryan Cranston, Trumbo, Matt Damon, The Martian, Leonardo DiCaprio, The Revenant, Michael Fassbender, Steve Jobs, Eddie Redmayne, The Danish Girl. This is probably nothing surprises me on this list actually. Not surprised at any of the nominees. I do think that if it were up to me, I would probably take Matt Damon out and put either Jacob Tremblay in there or Will Smith, because I think Jacob Tremblay, who plays Brie Larson's son in Room, I thought he was really great, and he really surprised me. And he's just, I don't know, like 9 or 10 years old, so I think he should have been nominated because he and Brie Larson carried the movie. So and even though I like Matt Damon as an actor, and I liked him in The Martian, I wouldn't call Matt Damon's performance in The Martian like, you know, one of the best performances of 2015. I mean, I wouldn't put it in my top 10, sorry. And who I've also wouldn't mind seeing on the list would be Will Smith for Concussion. Even though I didn't like Concussion, I thought it was kind of a weak movie. I thought it could have been much better. But and I'm not a Will Smith fan, because I always think Will Smith always plays Will Smith. But I really liked him in Concussion. I thought he was excellent actually. I thought he was probably the best part about the movie. I mean, he was believable. You know, he had the accent and stuff, but he did a really outstanding job. So even though I'm not a Will Smith fan, I think I wouldn't have minded if he was nominated. And who I also thought was really good was Johnny Depp in Black Mass, but he didn't get nominated either. But it's kind of a shame, because I think that even though he did get nominated at SAG, but I didn't nominate him at the Golden Globes. But I think a lot of people can look past the makeup, because it basically looks like a zombie, like this creature. So I understand if people, you know, can look through that, but I thought he was really good in Black Mass. It took some time for me to look past the makeup, but I got there eventually. But I think the makeup puts a lot of people off. I mean, you know, I liked the movie, and I told friends of mine, like, you should go out and see it, but they're like, Johnny Depp, he looks like this creature, like a walker or something. But he was amazing. What I actually want to say about this category is that it's not as competitive as the previous years, because last year Jake Gyllenhaal, he didn't even get in for Nightcrawler. David Oyelowo for Selma didn't get nominated. And the year before that, we had when Leonardo DiCaprio was also nominated in 2014 for The Wolf of Wall Street, but he had to go up against Chiwetel Ejiofor for 12 Years a Slave. I'm probably mispronouncing his name, but you know who I'm talking about. And Matthew McConaughey, of course, for Dallas Buyers Club, who won the Oscar. But I think Leo has less competition this year. I think the only competition he has is Michael Fassbender for Steve Jobs. I think that's the only one who could possibly take that Oscar from him. So I'm not gonna call DiCaprio a lock, because if I remember correctly, last year a lot of people were saying that Michael Keaton was gonna win the Oscar for Birdman. But then SAG happened and Eddie Redmayne won, and Redmayne went on to win the Oscar. So, you know, things could change after a while, but I think he actually has a really good shot this year of winning the Oscar, because you know there's just less competition this year. For actress in the leading role, the nominees are Cate Blanchett, Carol, Brie Larson, Room, Jennifer Lawrence, Joy, Charlotte Rampling, 45 Years, Saoirse Ronan, Brooklyn. I would like to see either Brie Larson winning for Room or Saoirse Ronan for Brooklyn. I thought both gave really good performances. Brooklyn was probably one of my favorite movies of 2015, but Room was the biggest surprise for me of 2015, because when I saw a clip from the film, I wasn't really, you know, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it or if it was my type of film, but I watched it, and I think after 10 minutes or 15 minutes maybe, I was just, you know, pulled right in, and I just couldn't take my eyes off the screen until the movie was over. So the movie was a huge surprise for me. It was just beautiful, and I thought Brie Larson was just outstanding. And I didn't even know who she was. I mean, I've heard her name, and I saw her in Trainwreck, but I'm probably gonna pay more attention to her after seeing her in Room. So I want her to win, but I wouldn't mind if Saoirse Ronan wins for Brooklyn, because I thought she was great too. Brooklyn was just one of my favorite movies. Such a great story, and I really like Saoirse Ronan. So I wouldn't mind if she wins. The nominees for Best Picture are The Big Short, Bridge of Spies, Brooklyn, Mad Max Fury Road, The Martian, The Revenant, Room, and Spotlight. So they went with 8 pictures this year. I would love to see Mad Max getting the Oscar for Best Picture, but I think that the Academy would probably, I think they will go for Spotlight. I think that's the type of movie that they would like to see win the Oscar. So I think it's either gonna be Spotlight or The Revenant, but I'm not sure. It could be Mad Max or perhaps The Big Short. I think The Big Short also has a very good chance of winning Best Picture. But personally, for me, I would love to see Mad Max. I thought it was like brilliant, and it was just, you know, beautiful to watch. So was Revenant, by the way, but I wasn't as fan of The Revenant as I was with Mad Max. I know a lot of people are saying like Mad Max is overrated and stuff, but I thought the movie was bold. It's just like crazy, over the top. I'm really glad that it's nominated, because I was actually a little worried that it might get snubbed, because you know the Academy, they are basically like old dudes. So I wasn't sure if Mad Max was going to be recognized by them, but they gave it 10 nominations, so that's very impressive. So I would like to see Mad Max winning, but I wouldn't be surprised if Spotlight ends up winning the Oscar, or The Big Short, or perhaps The Revenant.